Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
I'm trying to see who is going to be available today. I think the mayor. 1, 2, 3.
I'm on.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not showing my face though because I got on my gardener gear with my crazy hat and all that other stuff.
Understood.
You see my chat message, right?
Yes.
So I'm incognito. We got a bit of a joke about stuff like that. This world is too serious about everything.
This world is serious, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're blowing each other up. But I'm still planting hostas and trying to put the plants in the right place so they can bloom. It's like kids.
Planting hostas instead of hostility. That's the way.
There you go. There you go. That's that Wilcoxian wit.
I think we'll wait. Well, we have a quorum.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a quorum. So let's go ahead and call this meeting to order. Dr. Yarbrough is not going to be able to join us today, so asked me to chair. We're calling together this special Board of Education meeting, and there is one item on the agenda, and that is the agreement with Integrity Concepts LLC Incorporated. Dr. White.
Good morning, everyone. This is bringing back the part-time custodial contract that was tabled 2 meetings ago because we wanted to do due diligence. As the cover memo stated, concerns were raised by the local union. We wanted to meet with them to hear about the concerns from SEIU union. It was around the group not being party to the area-wide agreement that they have. There were no concerns, and there were no known concerns of treatment of workers. So with that, the costs to meet the union standards were proposed, and we are ready to move forward with bringing in the part-time custodial group.
All right, thank you, Dr. Mayor Elicker.
Thanks, Dr. White. Can you just explain? So it sounds like you proposed what the union was requesting, and what did the company do in response?
They have agreed to join the area-wide agreement, and then accordingly reorganize their pricing structure, and it was still within our tolerance.
Okay. Thanks to you and your team for helping work through this.
You're welcome.
All right, Dr. Gardner Joyner.
Thank you. Dr. White, will we have any control over whom they hire?
Yes, what the company has agreed with, we'll be sending out a survey to principals in terms of recommending people who've done a good job, and so that those people can be brought over into this contract.
And what will be their administrative structure? What kind of influence do we have on that?
We'll be meeting with them regularly. The most important thing is there will be no change orders or change increases in prices or any overtime assigned without direct consulting from the district approving it before it happens.
So are you confident that with a chief operating officer and a facilities director, that we'll have the guardrails in place so that we can be more effective and more functional and cost effective going
Yes,
forward?
one of the key things was the robust monitoring to make sure staffing was in place, and then combined with making sure we're matching up what or we're being charged for an overtime. We should not have any surprises in terms of billing. And yes, it is intention to have continual monitoring of this.
And Dr. White, one last question. First of all, let me thank you for your diligence and your attention to detail, not just in this, but in everything you do. I know that when I was a principal, I played a big role in giving feedback to the person who was in charge of building maintenance, Ron Maresca, at the time. And can we develop instrumentation, or do we already have instrumentation that will engage the principal, perhaps members of the SBMT, as well as our own custodians in assessing the quality of the work?
I will look at what our current structures are. I believe some of that's in place, but everything, it's summertime or coming into, this is time
Gotcha.
to review and make sure things are more robust as we start the next fiscal year.
Okay, and because a lot of the national organizations have instruments and they're user-friendly, basically assessing whether or not whatever work was allegedly performed was in fact performed. So I'll forward some stuff to you as well. Thank you, Dr. White.
All right, thank you. Any other comments or questions?
I think, was Dr. Negron, did she put a chat on? Oh, electronic.
Yes, I wanted
Yes.
Dr. White to talk also about the attendance, because that was a big piece for us.
Right. There's electronic attendance tools that are going to be in place to ensure that our staff is on site and checked in, so that part of that will help with the billing structure.
This is a big deal. The stuff that you guys are doing now, you know, they can't play games.
All right. As for myself, I want to thank staff for going back and having the conversations with the vendor. I do note that this is a not to exceed contract, and so you know, diligence in the invoices and the electronic attendance system and everything is going to be very helpful in maybe reducing these costs from the upper limit of the not to exceed that we're seeing here, because I know financial issues are certainly what we're in this next fiscal year. So I do appreciate that, and I'm hoping we see better performance from this vendor with our previous. And so thanks for being responsive and working with this vendor, and do hope that we can control these costs in good deployment of this part-time workforce that are going to have some extra benefits through the area-wide contract. So thank you for that. So hearing and seeing no other comments, we'll go ahead and bring, is there a motion to approve this agreement?
So move, Mr. Chair.
All right. Is there a second?
I'll second.
So it was moved by Dr. Joyner, seconded by Mr. Juarez. So is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll go ahead and vote. Dr. Joyner,
Yes.
Mr. Juarez,
Yes.
Dr. Benitez,
Yes.
Mayor Alliker,
Yes.
and I'm a yes as well. Making sure I had everybody. Yes. So it's unanimous. The motion carries. That next item, oh, there is a information only item here, but there's no other action items. So is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All
I'll
right.
second.
It's been moved and seconded. We shall vote. It was moved by Dr. Joyner, seconded by Mr. Juarez. Dr. Joyner, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Juarez,
Yes.
Dr. Benitez,
Yes.
Mayor Alliker.
Yes.
I'm a yes as well. We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Have a great
Thank you, everybody.
weekend, guys.
Have
Be
a good
safe. Hostiles, not hostility.